Hello guys, welcome to another edition of daily market recap and my trade recaps. So I'm going to keep it short today. I have to go somewhere, but another bloodbath in the market today. We will review, but we had decent trades today. We stayed short side all day. Some of our swings went red. We closed them, but we made a decent on the short side today. I will review that. But market is very tough right now, guys. If you are an investor or if you are a swing trader, be patient. Don't try to find a position or a dip in this market. IWM, the mid caps, which is the most of the mid cap stocks, they went red for the year. Dow Jones went red for the year. SPY is barely hanging at a big pivot level. QQQ is weak. VIX is testing a huge level at 20. Bonds are not showing any pattern of bouncing. Bonds are just going, which is not good. I did tweet about the bonds, how it's important for the overall economy, the government and all that. So bonds are just getting destroyed. 10-year yields are going higher and higher. So it's not time to buy, guys. It is not time to buy. It's if you are an active trader, day trader, just trade what you short side, long side, whatever you are getting, like how we do in the community every day. We are making money. More than making money, we are preserving, right? We are preserving. We are not going red. We are not losing what we have. That is the most important thing. So anywhere you look at, guys, if you see today everything was down, only the yields were higher, or yields were higher. US dollar was higher. Bonds another 2% down today. Dow Jones negative for the year. Micro cap, mid cap, all of them are down for the year. 1 second, let me see. Finance, bank sector is getting destroyed. So yeah, so if you look at what SPY is doing, it's testing a big level, big pivot level. This was the breakout that I called on Twitter when we traded this 420 breakout, a monthly breakout. These are the monthly candles, guys. This is what we look at a bigger picture. So SPY is testing this huge level at huge level. If this monthly candle gets under 420, it can pull back to 3450 on there. So it's not about, so we trade the trend. When trend is there, we long. When trend is there, we short. It's all about doing the trend. Unlike the perma bears or perma bulls who are always crying about doom and gloom or whatever, then like perma bears were talking about gloom in the start of the year, and then we broke out and we moved to 450, 460s. But what I'm trying to talk about here is the risk reward analysis in the market, when to take the positions. If you are an investor, if you see your stock, long-term stock that you're planning to hold for 1 or 2 years, or maybe a 1 year, and you see a good risk reward level, yeah, maybe it makes sense. You're trying to buy something like AMD if it dips back to 90 or 80, something like that. But the point here is to understand the market is risk on right now. So it's everyday thing. We have to monitor it every day. And the part of this big huge what we are seeing in the market, it's not just because of the rates or the Fed, it's also because of the yields going higher, the bonds getting crushed, right? I'll put the link to that, bonds and yields, so that you understand how all that works for the market. So yeah, that was it, guys. You can see how bad the market is. So just stay put, do your trades, take your trades, and when we were for example, we were doing good on our swings like SMCI, which had to cut today because of the weakness. Netflix swing went up and then came back, which I will show you how it kind of worked out for us, but then I had to cut the last piece on Netflix swing as well. And so all of the charts are ugly, guys. If I look at how many stocks are creating so advancing and declining. What is advancing and declining? Advancing and declining tell you how many stocks in the stock market are ticking up for the day, and how many are ticking down or down for the day. So you can clearly see, like if you look at NYC, 81% stocks are declining. They are making lowers. Only 18% were making advancing or making highs. Similarly for Nasdaq, 76% stocks are declining, only 20% stocks were advancing. So this tells you the overall health of the market. More we decline, more the risk gets on. A lot of traders who trade on margins, or the funds who trade on margins, they start to cut the position, adjust, and more chain reaction of sell off we see. Not saying we see that, but I'm just saying that we have to preserve. This is time to preserve. If you're a long trader, if you're an active trader, yes, you can trade every day. See if you have a setup, any relative strength, you can long VIX, VIXI, or anything like that. But most of the names, as you see, are trading under 50 EMA, 50 moving average. So that's the market health, guys. I will quickly review all of our trades now. So trying to keep it short as well today. So as you see, guys, what was the personality of the market today? It was gap down, right? And what was to happen next? Was it a gap down bounce, or was it a gap down fail? So we initially had a gap down bounce. Then our concepts that we talk about every day came into the picture. 10 a.m. hit, Jolt's report hit, which I was on top of the Jolt's report. I posted it in our community. I posted it many times that, guys, Jolt's report is going to come. Just a reminder, you know. So I posted the calendar in the morning, Jolt's report at 10 a.m. Remember, 10 a.m. Jolt's report. So I was on top of it. And at 10 a.m. the Jolt's report hit, and boom, then the market fell right from EMA Clouds, my 10 a.m. concept, and that was the short right here, pre-market breakdown short. VIX, you know, what was the plan for VIX? Plan for VIX was, here was the plan for VIX, guys. Let's see. Okay, let's see here. So plan was simple, guys. Right at morning, VIX 1870, 19 will dictate what we do. And as soon as we had this dump at 10 a.m. and the VIX breaking out of 19, holding 19, and then we were short, right? So that was the fade all day, guys, all day. Nothing new here. I talk about all this every day in each of my video. Repeatable setup. Today was time to stay short as well, yet again, you know, sadly for the bulls, you know, this is our market. Even I lost in some swings, but this is it is, right? So that's what you have to do. Stay with the trend. Big flush short, all day short. We had our SPX flow experts coming in. Jay was talking about the bearish flows. Here was he talking about that to stay short, you know, bearish flow, you see right at 10 a.m. So we have our dashboard telling us. So whole community was short, you know, we were all short on the puts. Good day, all guidance, you know, you can see all my guidance. SPY QQQ heavy, you know. So yeah, so just wanted to quickly talk about SPY QQQ, how we traded that. And I did talk about this midday rejection as well, 512 rejecting, you know, still a bearish trend. Make sure you manage your bounces, right? And then we went way low, right? So yeah, so that was, guys, SPY QQQ all day for us, following our EMA Cloud system. It rejected the EMA Clouds, our 10 a.m. concept, our VIX concept, our EMA Cloud concept. If you followed that, you should have been short. If not here, you should have tried shorting here and fade it all day for nice wins on the puts, options, or shorting any ETF. I did teach today that if you cannot trade SPY QQQ, you can trade TQQQ, you can trade SQQQ. What is TQQQ? TQQQ is market, you can short it. SQQQ is short Nasdaq, you can long it when market is going down. Look at how SQQQ went up. You can long SPXS, it's a short of the SPY. You can long it, see how it went up. You can do SDow, the Dow Jones, long of the Dow Jones short. It's basically the short of Dow, so you can long it. So you can trade all these ETF. If you cannot trade options, you know, to utilize this fade in the market. Maybe we have more opportunities coming. Who knows? If VIX goes over 20 again, you know, we might fail more, and if we are at a critical level, if VIX bounces or if VIX fails or SPY bounces, maybe, you know, it still won't be ready for your conviction swings, but yeah, we can definitely get some bounces here and there. So anyways guys, this was the market guidance all day. That was what we did. So we had one loss. I had one loss in the morning, Tesla short. So I'm going to recap quickly. Tesla short, which I very badly mismanaged. So I lost on it, even though Tesla kind of faded. Then there was MKC short, then there was Airbnb short, then there was Boeing long. You know, these were the big trades for me today. So let's talk about them. So let's first talk about our Tesla trade. What did we do? So let's look at Tesla today. What did I do on Tesla today? So I was bearish out of the gate on Tesla. So I tried to short it, you know, short it here in the pre-market breakdown, as you see clearly. So when I was trying to short it, and then it came right back onto me, and I was waiting to see what it does. When it broke out of this pre-market level, I took a loss, and then I was watching to if maybe it pulls back to long it. It was still under the EMA clouds, right? It was still under my 3450 EMA clouds. So I should have been bearish on it. But when it tried to push, you know, I was watching it, maybe it holds that level, the 247 level. Then it did not hold. And then I was out of it, you know, both my long and short. So, and then it faded all day. So you can see I was trying to short it. The mistake I did, I should have risked 250. That was the mistake I did. I should have risked 250. And when the bounce was coming out of 247, of course, it was a B minus lower grade setup to bounce it. I should not have tried that. And then once it was, I failed twice on it, I let it go, right? And I said, no interest in long there, leaving it alone. If it keeps failing, I will short again. Although I did not short it, but it did fail from 247 to 244. So guys, that was the losing trade in the open. Some of people did good on it, but that was the guidance on it today. So let's look at a big trade right out of the gate today, guys. Boeing. So Boeing was a huge trade. 190 calls went 100% today. So let's see. Right before the market open, I said Boeing focus. And why was it? Because every day we make our pre-market watch lists. We go through the news. And, you know, I will show you if somebody is new on these videos. I will show you after this. But you can see my focus was BAA 188 basis. We will risk 187 to long it. As I saw the strength go over EMA cloud. It's going over EMA cloud. That was my signal to long it. And that's what I did. I said long half size. My first target was 190, then it kept pushing. Next target was 191, and then 190 came pretty quick and the calls went 50%. We take our first profit, and next target after that was 190 to 40. I logged the half the position, and remember the rules. This is a 10 a.m. trade, repeatable. Take the profits into 10 a.m. Took half the profit into 10 a.m. and then waited, and then next target was 190 to 60. The target hit. Very small position left when it broke this range, right? Support, this support 512 broke. Then, you know, we were out because I said make sure to log the profits. 190 hit 100%. So right in front of you guys, time-stamped guidance on Boeing, what we did right there. So that was Boeing, guys. Big win today on Boeing. Let's look at the second one, Airbnb. Right before the market opened, you see 5 minutes before, the plan was I was bearish to neutral. When I say bearish to neutral, the point is that, you know, my bias is either neutral, that it goes flat, or it goes bearish. So when I saw it breaking the pre-market lows, same setup, guys. We talk about it every day in all my videos. And that's when I was short, and I said watch the bounces for short, because you don't want to do the mistake where you add and it squeezes up on top of you, right? And then it was going. My targets were 131. Under 131 was 130. You know, it broke that level, went to 130. That's when I started covering into 130 after 10 a.m. And then I said locked most of it, kept a little bit, and by the end of the day, it hit 127. I closed my short. You can see here, right 10 minutes before the close, $4 per share, and the options went over 100%. So guys, that was another trade. And those who are new to the room, I do or new to these videos, this is what I do every day. I show my plan in the community how we do it. And guys, nobody was bagged today. Our community was all following the trend. Nobody was trying the dips. So here are my levels that I create every day. You can see the levels, you know, screenshot them and see how they worked. Some of the traders just want the levels. They go take the levels, match the levels with their own levels, and then they trade whole day. If the levels break to downside and the trend, only two things you need: a trend system and support and resistance levels. If support breaks and your trend system says it's a bearish, you short it. If the resistance breaks to upside or rejects, and whatever your trend system says, you do accordingly. So support and resistance and the trend system. So that's what we do, right? How did I knew the Boeing and Airbnb trades are the top on the list today? Because I reviewed all the news. I checked what is in the play. So you see all news I post in the morning, all the news. More news, went through more sources, more news sources. That's how I knew the JOLTS job data is coming. More news sources. That's how I knew Airbnb is falling due to the analyst reports. Then I created my watch list. These are the plays that I follow the news. These are the plays that follow the market. So guys, so that's how we nailed Airbnb, Boeing, you know, and these plays. And then there was a nice relative strength play by Vinay. He was watching PFE. His strength is about relative strength. He was buying in the range versus 1350 and he was selling in the push over 34. Big float stock, small range, but still a decent trade on that. So okay, so let's look at one more trade that I did today. It was MKC short. So that's what I said. I like a short entry on the bounce versus 72, right? So because I don't want everybody to chase right away, you can always start half a size so that you give a room for the bounce. And it kept going down. Then I started cover some, then short, holding the short because I wanted it to go back at low of day. And then, you know, it did not come back. So I was hoping it goes more lower. So I closed whatever was left end of the day. But still, from the pre-market breakdown, it still fed $3 per share. Nice short trade, guys. You need to learn both long and short. You just can't go long. Another trade, guys, was a news scalp today. In the community, our news bots were top of it. So as you see, the news hit right away, and news hit at 240. I posted the news. And this time just showing you that sometimes you have to, as a day trader, you have to be on top of the news. In our community, we have these bots, these news channels. We get the news so fast. And as soon as the news came in, the stock was $10. We discussed in the trading floor. William was discussing on the trading floor all the levels and how to trade them. And then Novavax went from 710 to 812. These kind of trades you always do 1/3, 1/4 because you don't know, if you chase, you have to, your risk is $7. So it broke today's highs, then it broke yesterday's highs, and it keeps breaking out due to the squeeze potential. So that was another short play in the community today, guys. Novavax. So yeah, so that was all about today. And Netflix was our swing. But when the news came out, even then I said watch the pullbacks. I gave the target 395. Right when news came out, it was 10 cents short of our target. And then it faded right under, and I closed the swing. But I was still interested in the swing and see how it does. So yeah, Netflix was another one that we did today. So that was it, guys, for today. And if you see the poll in the community, are you getting bagged buying dips? No, nobody gets bagged buying dips. We were all short today. 63% of people, right? 16% people are still struggling, new to the community, new to my teaching. So I'm teaching them how to stay with the trend, how to make A grade, A+ setups, A- setups, rather than going B- or C setups. All right, guys. That's it for today. Keeping it short, guys. Just go back, watch this video again. Be safe. Watch all the indicators, market indicators I talked about. Don't make any hasty decisions. When the trend turns, we will have enough time. All right. If you need a community to trade, come join us, trade with us. To come for education, ideas, and repeatable system strategies, and not for alerts. Go to my website, ripstereducation.com. All my teachings is free there. Follow me on Twitter, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Be safe. Good evening. Bye-bye.